Hey guys, and welcome to another VegInspired video. Today we're going to take you on a tour of the VegInspired kitchen, starting with our pantry and ending with the fridge and freezer. So sit back and enjoy a look into what VegInspired and the VegInspired chef keep in our kitchen. Okay, so we keep a full stock of brown rice always, some quinoa from I Heart Quinoa. We have some dried mushrooms. We always have nutritional yeast on hand. This is getting a little low, so we'll add that to the grocery list. Back there we have some everything bagel spice, some black sesame seeds. We keep a pretty full stock of beans. So we've got black beans, some kidney beans, garbanzo beans, pinto beans. We also have white beans sometimes. We used those last night in a recipe, so we'll need to stock up on those. Here we have red lentils and some polenta. And then we also usually keep French green lentils, but we ran out of those today, so we'll add those to the list. We use kelp granules in place of salt. Coming down here, some breadcrumbs, some hot sauce, some quick and easy soups, some pickled things, Greek pepperoncinis, taco seasoning. We love this tahini from the Mighty Sesame Company. We definitely keep that in stock. We use tahini a lot. We've got some organic pumpkins. We have an array of tomatoes. Back there's some pizza sauce, some hot peppers that my father-in-law made, and then some chipotle and adobo. We also usually have pasta sauce on hand, but we use that also before we restocked. Coming down here are our grains. Starting from here, we've got bulgur, farro, pearl barley, freekeh, buckwheat, kamut, millet, and sorghum. If you are interested in trying any of those, we do have some recipes on our blog with those, so you can go into the search bar and search. Down here we keep our pastas. We use textured vegetable protein, some cornstarch, some baking things, you know, chocolate chips, cocoa powder, vanilla, blah, blah, blah. Our sugars, we use the whole food brand sugars, which are labeled vegan. Sometimes cane sugar is not vegan, so you want to, pay attention to that. And then moving down to the bottom, we have some cornmeal. We use a vital wheat gluten to make seitan. So we have vital wheat gluten, spelt flour, whole wheat flour, bread flour, some xanthan gum, and then I use applesauce in my baking sometimes. So that's for this pantry. I'm gonna head over here to the other pantry. So we are 95% oil free. We do have coconut oil if we ever need it for something. I typically use it more for making deodorants and putting on something, not necessarily for cooking. This is our nuts, dried fruits. We've got some hemp hearts, raisins, walnuts, pecans, cashews. We buy slivered and regular almonds. This is like our snack basket. Some Dandies marshmallows, brahmi beans. I'll put a link in the description for that video because they're the most amazing things ever. They're zucchini beans. We've got some Lou vegan jerky from our Jerky of the Month box. This is my favorite square bar. I don't eat those a lot, but if I need a quick snack or take it if I'm traveling, I'll take those. And we've got a bag of bean fields, a pico de gallo. They're our favorite bean and rice chip. We always try to keep some saltine crackers to make a great snack. This is where we keep our onions, garlic, shallots. Because we're recipe developing, we try and keep all of those items in there. This is our Asian inspired dishes. So we've got the rice noodles, the spring roll wraps, our peripheral stuff. So then we've got amaranth, teff. We've got these are our breakfast grains. Amaranth, teff, I Heart Quinoa's toasted quinoa flakes. This is cream of wheat, rolled spelt, creamy rye, whole grain cracked rye. Down here we have our oats, our hot sauces, and then we buy quinoa from Costco, so we get a couple of big bags, and we also wash our veggies with white vinegar, so we have a jar of that down there, or a bottle of that. So let's head over to the vinegars and see what we have above the stove. Okay, so above the stove, we keep white vinegar, red vinegar, apple cider, liquid aminos, there's always in stock, bee-free honey, we always make sure we have some of that, liquid smoke. We love the rice vinegars, seasoned and unseasoned. We dress our salads with that a lot. We do use cast iron, so we use the canola oil for seasoning that. There are some other molasses and some other vinegars, and there's a couple of olive oils that we have that we really don't use. There's a malt vinegar. So that's kind of what's up here. We'll head over to our spice rack or spice cupboard. So we fully believe in using spices in our cooking, and we keep them well stocked. Everything from your greens like parsley, basil, oregano, thyme, to your more savory spices like cumin, caraway seeds. We've got some onion and garlic powder, hot pepper flakes, your sweet spices like cinnamon, cardamom. We've got nutmeg, onion flakes, sage. I mean, you name it, we've got it. We love flavoring foods with that. So that's kind of what we keep here. Some of our favorites is za'atar. We use a lot of turmeric, and we use a lot of thyme and cumin because we do like those spices together. So oregano. Okay, let's take a glimpse of what we keep on the counter, and then we'll head to the fridge. So we do buy a couple of bunches of bananas each week, typically for smoothies, or when they get kind of ripe, we make them into frozen bananas, which you'll see some in the fridge, for ice creams or banana ice cream. We buy these organic grape tomatoes, and we always have avocados in stock. We'll keep them on the counter until they get soft, and then we will put them in the refrigerator, which you'll see some in the refrigerator. I also use a pepper grinder, which I can link on our website. It's probably the best pepper grinder ever. It's super easy to fill and easy to use. And then we don't cook with a lot of salt, but we do have, table salt and kosher salt available if we need it. Oh, and then we saute with water. So we have this jar here to be able to fill with water and easily saute. Okay, so we're headed into the refrigerator and the freezer. We do have a lot of leftovers in here, so I'm not gonna go through all of that, but I will try to give you a glimpse of things that we use a lot. So we'll kind of start here and work that way. I don't know. So we love these hemp hearts. These are the flavored ones. We do top our salads with those. We've got your standard condiments and pickles and, different types of nut butters. We love the Go Veggie Parmesan, but we also make our own Parmesan using nutritional yeast and a nut. This is important, we keep our herbs in a mason jar with water. We change out the water, and then we use these reusable bags over top of them. Some of these herbs last 2 and 3 weeks. It's crazy. Veggies, chia. We keep soy sauce. We typically have Worcestershire, but we're out of that. Let's see. We don't use butter really, so our butter dish is empty. There's some spices up here. Chili powder we keep, paprika and cayenne. We keep those in the fridge. I'm trying to see what else is in here. Chocolate, yeast. So coming in here, we use flaxseed. We try to get a tablespoon of flaxseed every day. We love cooking with miso. If you haven't tried miso, I highly recommend that you get some. The white miso is the most mellow. Onions, dates. Back there we have our bean pastes for our bibimbaps. So these are the whole grain tortillas. We always try to keep tortillas. We've got some baked tofu. We always get a container of greens, either baby spinach or baby kale, or the mixed greens, just depends, whatever looks good. This is cauliflower florets that we cut up, broccoli florets that we cut up, a whole head of cauliflower. This is a big giant thing of kale, some cooked lentils. In here we have some flavored jackfruits. We have a bunch of the garden veggie tempeh, tofutti sour cream, some silken tofu. We typically have firm tofu, but Whole Foods was out of firm tofu. Underneath here are a bunch of leftovers. We always try and keep an unsweetened non-dairy milk in the fridge. We also usually have an oat milk in the baking cupboard, but we're out of that. We also have some juices from the Lumi Juice Company, which we fell in love with. And then in our veggie drawer, we have some more broccoli, some cabbage. We've been buying in-season produce. These are scallions. We've got some bulk carrots, some peppers, and down here we have a head of ginger, or bulb of ginger. In our veggie drawer, we've got, again, in season, so lots of citrus, lemons, limes. There's another bag of avocados. I think that's it. In the freezer, I'm gonna shut this so that stops beeping. In the freezer, we typically have your frozen fruits over here. We do have to do a shout out to our friend Sugar Spell Scoops because we do have some vanilla ice cream, some bagels. We like the Alvarado Street sprouted bagels, and then some frozen vegetables on that side. And then up here, we make our own broth base, veggie broth base, and some other, I'm not really sure what those are. Probably need to clean this out. So that's that. And then we like to drink tea, so I'll give you a glimpse of what we have for teas. So we kind of made a little tea and coffee station over here. So we have our coffee, and then we love this green tea, and we've got a bunch of herbal teas from some different brands that we've been trying out. So that's the VegInspired kitchen. I'm sure you're going to have questions, so feel free to leave them in the comments below. I should say that one of our goals in keeping a stocked kitchen is if we buy it, we're not gonna throw it away. So it really sets ourselves up to win by stocking up on whole grain, whole food products. So lots of beans, lots of grains. You saw our grains are way overstocked, not overstocked, but fully stocked, allowing us to always have something on hand that's healthy, and that's really important to us. I hope you liked this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Please leave us some comments in the description if you want to know what we use all those lemons for, or if you are interested in some of the recipes, just let me know. They are on www.veginspired.com. If you wanted to search sorghum, or if you wanted to search kamut, like what did we use that for? And you know, I hope this inspires you to stock your kitchen with plant-based foods, and as always, eat more plants, live veg inspired, and have a great day.